Hello, I'm Seamus Carmichael, and I'm going to be reading from Circe, chapter 15. Bloom. I stand for the reform of municipal morals and the plain 10 Commandments, new worlds for old, union of all, Jew, Muslim, and Gentile. 3 acres and a cow for all children of nature. Saloon motor hearses. Compulsory manual labour for all parks open to the public day and night. Electric dish scrubbers. Tuberculosis, lunacy, war and mendicancy must now cease. General amnesty. Weekly carnival with masked license. Bonuses for all. Esperanto, the universal brotherhood. No more patriotism of bar spongers and dropsicle impostors. Free money, free love, and a free lay church in a free lay state. O'Madden Burke. Free fox in a free hen roost. Davy Byrne, yawning. Bloom. Mixed races and mixed marriage. Lenihan. What about mixed bathing? Bloom explains to those near him his schemes for social regeneration. All agree with him. The keeper of the Kildare Street Museum appears, dragging a lorry on which are the shaking statues of several naked goddesses. Venus Callipyge, Venus Pandemus, Venus Metempsychosis, and plaster figures, also naked, representing the new 9 muses: commerce, operatic music, amour, publicity, manufacture, liberty of speech, plural voting, gastronomy, private hygiene, seaside concert entertainment, painless obstetrics, and astronomy for the people. Father Farley. He is an Episcopalian, an agnostic, an anything Aryan, seeking to overthrow our holy faith. Mrs. Reardon tears up her will. I'm disappointed in you, you bad man. Mother Grogan removes her boot to throw it at Bloom. You beast, you abominable person. Nosy Flynn. Give us a tune, Bloom. One of the old sweet songs. Bloom, with rollicking humour. I vowed I never would leave her. She turned out a cruel deceiver. With my turalum, 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 turalum. Hoppy Holohan. Ah, good old Bloom. There's nobody like him after all. Paddy Lenihan. Stage Irishman. Bloom. What railway opera is like a tram line in Gibraltar? The Rose of Castile. Laughter. Lenihan. Plagiarist. Down with Bloom. The veiled Sybil, enthusiastically. I'm a Bloomite and I glory in it. I believe in him in spite of all. I'd give my life for him, the funniest man on earth. Bloom winks at the bystanders. I bet she's a bonny lassie. Theodore Purefoy, in fishing cap and oilskin jacket. He employs a mechanical device to frustrate the sacred ends of nature. The veiled Sybil stabs herself. My hero god! She dies. Many most attractive and enthusiastic women also commit suicide by stabbing, drowning, drinking prussic acid, aconite, arsenic, opening their veins, refusing food, casting themselves under steamrollers, From the tops of Nelson's Pillar into the great vat of Guinness's brewery, asphyxiating themselves by placing their heads in gas ovens, hanging themselves in stylish garters, leaping from windows of different stories. Alexander J. Dowie, violently. Fellow Christians and anti-Bloomites, the man called Bloom is from the roots of hell, a disgrace to Christian man, a fiendish libertine from his earliest years, the stinking goat of Mendes, gave precocious signs of infantile debauchery, recalling the cities of the plain with a desolate grandam. This vile hypocrite, bronzed with infamy, is the white bull mentioned in the Apocalypse, a worshipper of the Scarlet Woman. Intrigue is the very breath of his nostrils. The stake faggots and the cauldrons of boiling oil are for him. Caliban! The mob. Lynch him! Roast him! He's as bad as Parnell was. Mr. Fox! Mother Grogan throws her boot at Bloom. Several shopkeepers from Upper and Lower Dorset Street throw objects of little or no commercial value, ham bones, condensed milk tins, unsaleable cabbage, stale bread, sheep's tails, and odd pieces of fat. Bloom, excitedly. This is midsummer madness, some ghastly joke again. By heavens, I am guiltless as the unsunned snow. It was my brother Henry. He is my double. He lives in number 2 Dolphin's Barn. Slander! The viper has wrongfully accused me. Fellow countrymen, scal inna ban bata kostjagan kapel. I call on my old friend, Dr. Malachi Mulligan, sex specialist, to give medical testimony on my behalf. Dr. Mulligan, in motor jerkin, green motor goggles on his brow. Dr. Bloom is bisexually abnormal. He has recently escaped from Dr. Eustace's private asylum for demented gentlemen. Born out of wedlock, hereditary epilepsy is present, the consequence of unbridled lust. Traces of elephantiasis have been discovered among his ascendants. There are marked symptoms of chronic exhibitionism. Ambidexterity is also latent. He is prematurely bald from self-abuse, perversely idealistic in consequence, a reformed rake, and has metal teeth. In consequence of a family complex, he has temporarily lost his memory, and I believe him to be more sinned against than sinning. I have made a pervaginal examination, and after the application of the acid test to 5,427 anal, axillary, pectoral, and pubic hairs, I declare him to be Virgo intacta. Bloom holds his high-grade hat over his genital organs. Dr. Madden, hypsospadia is also marked. In the interest of coming generations, I suggest that the parts affected should be preserved in spirits of wine in the National Teratological Museum. Dr. Crothers, I have examined the patient's urine. It is albuminoid. Salivation is insufficient. The patellar reflex intermittent. Dr. Punch Costello, the fetor judaicus is most perceptible. Dr. Dixon reads a bill of health. Professor Bloom is a finished example of the new womanly man. His moral nature is simple and lovable. Many have found him a dear man, a dear person. He's a rather quaint fellow on the whole. Coy, though not feeble-minded in the medical sense. He has written a really beautiful letter, a poem in itself, to the court missionary of the Reformed Priests Protection Society, which clears up everything. He is practically a total abstainer, and I can affirm that he sleeps on a straw litter and eats the most Spartan food: cold, dried grocer's peas. He wears a hair shirt, winter and summer, and scourges himself every Saturday. He was, I understand, at one time a first-class misdemeanant in Glencree Reformatory. Another report states that he was a very posthumous child. I appeal for clemency in the name of the most sacred word our vocal organs have ever been called upon to speak. He is about to have a baby. General commotion and compassion. Women faint. A wealthy American makes a street collection for Bloom. Gold and silver coins, bank checks, bank notes, jewels, treasury bonds, maturing bills of exchange, IOUs, wedding rings, watch chains, lockets, necklaces, and bracelets are rapidly collected. Bloom. Oh, I so want to be a mother. Happy Bloomsday from the Rosenbach.